I need a decent chair, and hopefully that will combat the issues that I have with my back whenever I sit in this chair. A little bit. Should I take my I'll take my glasses off. Anime and manga haul. Oh yeah, Kim, you have a great anime and manga collection. And I used to have a great anime and manga collection. And then I lived in a house that wasn't very big enough to house said manga and anime collection. It was like a 2-bedroom flat and there were 4 of us living there. Now I live in a house and I have bigger space to build up said manga collection again. So with building up my manga collection and my anime collection, I've decided I'm going to do it, obviously because of the current climate that is in this country. So I'm very careful with my money. So I'm doing it like literally as cheap as possible. So although all the manga that I have bought this month were brand new and were from Waterstones, I do have a collection of manga coming that is coming from eBay, and oh my god, I got it for a steal. The first manga that I ever read way back in 2009 was a shoujo manga called Absolute Boyfriend, and that is the manga that got me into anime and manga. It's a 6-volume shoujo. So my first port of call was to go to eBay, and you could buy all 6 volumes. There was one seller selling all 6 volumes for £30. And I was like, do you know what, that's really good for 6 volumes, because it was in like good condition. And then I was scrolling down a bit more and I found a seller that had volumes 1 to 5 for £10. And I was like, what? If I can source volume 6 on its own, then I can just get that. I was like, I'm gonna get that and I'll just get volume 6. And then I found a secondhand bookseller, World of Books. I'm sure if you buy books secondhand online, you will know who they are. So I bought those, and then I bought volume 6. And in the end, my complete total was £19 something, including postage. So I ended up getting 6 volumes for 19 quid. We're gonna start with the haul. First one I got, obviously, Studio Ghibli films are on Netflix, and I can just watch them on Netflix. However, I want to build up a physical collection again. I know people don't buy DVDs and such much anymore, but there are now a few things that I've started purchasing on DVD because I've got like this low-key fear that my Wi-Fi is going to go out and I'm not going to be able to access everything, which is why I've got like all my favourite box sets. I've got the DVDs, and I've now started re-getting Big Bang Theory on DVD. I had it years ago, but it was well, some of the seasons were mine, some of the seasons were my ex-husband's. So when we divorced, things got a little bit, you know, who's going to take the DVDs? Kiki's delivery service. I bought this in CEX for £8. I'm sure CEX used to be cheaper on these movies at some point. It is on Blu-ray. I'm sure CEX used to be cheaper on these movies at some point, but obviously the price of everything has gone up now. So I didn't mind paying £8 for it, to be honest with you. So Kiki's delivery service, I will say with places like CEX, you have to be careful when you buy DVDs from them. When you trade in stuff with them, they don't take anything that has got a minor scratch on, yet they obviously get a lot of their stuff in bulk buy from places like Music Magpie or something, so that they've got a good volume of stock. Because you will get DVDs that have scratches on, and I've checked all these DVDs and some of them do have scratches on. And I don't know if it's Kiki or whether it's another one that I've got. But there is a scratch. It is a small one, but it concerns me. So whichever one it is that's got that scratch on it, I'm going to watch it today, because if it doesn't work, I'm going to take it back and I'm going to say, it doesn't work. Anyway, Kiki's delivery service cost me £8 from CEX. And the next one is... No, I can never say... Do you know what? I said this before I made the video. I said it to myself to make sure that I would pronounce it correctly. It's just one of those words that I can never... Narcissa, I'm sure it's Narcissa. Something or other, Valley of the Wind. And again, it was £8. Obviously, CEX are selling their Ghibli Blu-rays for an average of £8 a pop. So, yeah. I have not actually seen this Ghibli. I don't know why, because it looks really good. I think it's just one of those ones that I've not watched. So, I have this one. It's a brilliant manga series. Not watched the anime. but the manga series is great, and it's Bakuman series 1. And this was £8 for the for series 1, for like the whole series. So I'm happy about that. And also because my 10-year-old son is now getting into anime and manga, I think this is one that he might enjoy. It's a manga series that I read when I was first getting into manga, because it's like a light-hearted slice of life, kind of easy to get into. I'm not actually sure if it is a slice of life, but something tells me that it is. But if it's not full on, because I can't remember how it ends, so if it's not full on slice of life, there are slice of life elements to it. At some point down the line, I want to reread the manga series. With manga, is it a shonen? I don't know if it's a shonen. I'm gonna have a look and see if it's a shonen, because I have the Shonen Jump app. It's a fantastic app. You get loads of like shonen, most of Shonen's complete, I think it is Shonen's complete library, because they've got all of One Piece and all of Naruto on there, and it's only $1.99 a month, and you just have full like access. I absolutely love the Shonen Jump app. I've seen another one recently advertised to me called Manga Planet, and that seems to have some shoujo on it, because I am a sucker for some shoujo, but I've not seen if they've got an app. So I don't know if they've got an app. And I'd much rather read it on an app than sit at my computer and read it. One, because my computer chair hurts my back, because, you know, hypermobility, we get them stiff muscles going in, so long periods of time sat in this chair does hurt. And two, because then I can lay it well read in bed. Read it while led in bed. So pick that up. Awesome. Looking forward to watching it. It's going to be one of the first things that I watch. That might be one of the ones that's got the scratch on it, actually, but it is high on my list of things to watch next. And as you can see, it's bookmarked. I'm currently reading it. It is volume 1 of the Fangirl adaptation by Rainbow Rowell. I shared this on TikTok, and people were commenting on my TikTok saying that they didn't even know it was a manga. So just so that you know, Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell is a manga, and if you want to follow me on TikTok, I have a TikTok. The Golden Sheep, I don't know much about this. Girl with a guitar, that's kind of where I was going when I bought it, and I saw it was a very like musical based. Yeah, it's musical based, and obviously I am a retired emo kid, so music, guitars, you've sold me on just that alone. Next is a light novel. Now, I absolutely adore the movie, and it's my favourite, one of my favourites, because My Neighbour Totoro is also one of my favourites, is Wolf Children. And it's the light novel. It's not manga, it's a light novel. And I've been wanting this one for a few years, so I finally bought it. And I'm going to read it soon, and I don't think it's going to take me very long to read it. I think I'm going to fly through it. If you haven't seen Wolf Children, I highly recommend that you see Wolf Children. It is a family orientated anime, so it's one that you can sit and watch with your kids. Well, like, it's not Ghibli, I think it's Studio Canal. It's not Ghibli, but it's a very family orientated one, so it's one that you can sit down with your kids if you've got kids, and you can watch. It is lovely. And the next one is a cheesy high school shoujo, because that is my guilty pleasure, and it's called My Love Mix-Up. I'm not sure how many are in the series. I want to say 18, but I've just been looking at getting the complete collection of Blackbird, which is one that I read online a few years ago, but never actually finished the series. And that's got 18 volumes. So in my head, the number 18 is sticking out in my head, but it could be less than that, so I may be wrong with that. And that is called My Love Mix-Up. It's about a girl who has a crush on a boy. Oh no, it's about a boy who has a crush on a girl. He borrows an eraser from her and sees that she's written the name of another boy on it. And to make matters more confusing, he sees him holding that very eraser and thinks that he has a crush on him. So here we go. This looks lovely. Also, obviously this is Viz Media because that's where the Shoujo Manga is, the publisher is Shoujo Manga. Shoujo Beat, anyway. I don't know if Viz have an app to watch manga on, to read manga on. If they do, somebody needs to let me know so that I can be all about that. And if they don't, then Viz, if somebody from Viz watches this, please do what Shonen Jump have done and have an app with a low monthly subscription cost so that I can devour all of it. Because I'm telling you, if I like it, I'm going to go out and buy the physical copy, as will lots of other people, so it shall create more sales for you. So that's my haul this month. I'm going to try and do another haul next month. Obviously, I've got Absolute Boyfriend arriving, and as it's November, Absolute Boyfriend will count as a November haul. But I don't know if I'm going to get anything else this month. We shall have to see how my finances are and whether I can find stuff, because I'm trying to source a lot of it secondhand if I can. I don't mind buying it brand new, but I just like to save money because I'm a cheap bitch. But at the same time, I do like to buy it brand new because I do like to support the industry. But I support the industry through other ways, such as Crunchyroll subscription, and the Shonen Jump app and things like that. So I still support the industry in other ways, but I do like to buy secondhand because obviously it's cheaper. Anyway, that is my first decent video on this channel, and I've done videos before and I've never kept up with them, but however, there is a reason behind that. For the last 10 years, I have worked in education, in schools and in nurseries, and it is very difficult when I work with children and the type of personality I have and the type of things that some of the things that I like read and some of the things that I write and some of the things that I watch, I've always been so conscious not to get into trouble at work. However, I've taken the decision in the last few months to leave working in education completely because the profession isn't what it was before COVID, and now my children are getting older, I've got more flexibility with my times, and they don't need as much childcare anymore, so I don't need to work those full-on school hours. So I'm kind of, and plus it pays really bad. Pay is so bad. You can earn more money working in the supermarket, just gonna throw that out there. So I have now left education, which means that I can focus more onto stuff like that. So stuff like this, stuff like that, you know what I mean. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to me. I am cool, I promise. And I shall see you soon.